I feel like this is a topic that I should reinstate into the arsenal of man and women relationships and so on and so forth. I think that it's important that we remind each other of our vulnerabilities. However, when someone sees that you can or are vulnerable, then you are susceptible to some sort of negative reaction. If a woman sees her man cry, will she feel like he is sensitive and that's good? Will she feel like he is sensitive and that's bad? Will she say, you know what? Nope, I'm not having this. You cried in front of me, you're weak. Will she do that? Can it happen to you? Answer, absolutely. Can your woman leave you just because, of a few tears? Yeah. She think you're not a tough guy. She'll say to herself, yeah, that's sweet now, but like, that's not good, bro. It's not good. One woman told me point blank, don't cry in front of me. I was lightweight hurt about that because I'm human. I cry. Tears come down. I get angry and cry. I do. I cry. All right. I cry. It happens. Everybody cries. Everybody cries. Everybody cries, man. So a guy is asking me, can he cry in church? He always tears up on listening to gospel music. It's like, man, I can tear up listening to gospel music, man. Don't you wish you could just be? Like, that was a sad, man. I was a sad soul, man. Man, that song was so sad. Baby, don't you think that song was sad, baby? No, that's it. You leave? Are you leaving? You leave. Jam on it. There she goes. You a sissy. You a human. Don't cry in front of her. She gonna think you weak. Oh, he cried in front of me. You cry. Women can cry all the time. Women can do anything. Women can do anything and nothing's wrong. Guys do one thing, everything's wrong. No, stop listening to society. How you doing, Red? If you got a hurt in your heart, and it's not like, oh, you got a prick on your finger and you cried. You got a hurt. You know what I'm saying? Mama's not feeling good and you shed a tear and your woman left you because of that. She ain't deserve you. Everybody cry when their mama hurt. It just is what it is. Your mama hurt, you gonna cry. You gonna be like, man, mama got bit by a bee, man. It was just a little bitty bee, man. It wasn't me. And little yellow jacket just came out with bee on my mama, man. Why can't be got bit by my mama, man? She wasn't doing that, man. Why bee got sting my mama? I'll tell you what, I'm looking up on all bees, man. Better not no bee come right here. No more. I'm knocking every bee out. All you bumblebee, yellow jackets. You gonna stay my mama. No, you can't do that. Yes, men have feelings too. But then there's a way to cry. Like if it's all just, you just like, oh, hay fever, hay fever. Ooh, hay fever, hay fever. Woo! I'm allergic to it's in the air. It's in there. Pollen. Get a little pollen got me. Little pollen. No, little pollen got me. Woo! Okay. Woo, that was a good movie. Man. Yeah, that was a good. Born Free, that was a good movie. Bless the Beast and the Children. Oh my goodness. Actually, that was a good movie. And I was a kid when I saw it and I cried. I cried when I saw Bless the Beast and the Children. Because I saw that movie 30-something years ago and it still gets me right here in the aorta. It just does. Right in the old love dub. I'm like, man, The buffaloes, man. Y'all got to kill the buffaloes. Y'all got to kill the children and the buffaloes, man. What's wrong with y'all? Oh, why y'all killed them? It was about buffaloes and saving the buffaloes. And these kids wanted to save the buffaloes, but these adults wanted to kill the buffaloes for meat or whatever. And that's what they did, and they shot one of the kids. I was like, dang. It just hurt to see that. Like the little white dude just fell like, in slow motion, It was extra slow motion. I think he's still falling, actually. 30 years, he's still falling. Credits are still going up because that guy is still, it was slow motion when he fell. Just like super slow motion. Nonetheless, it was a good movie. I'm just saying, man, if I had a girl, if I had a woman, you know, I gotta be careful because I like to go to the movies, but I like action movies. Because I don't cry at action movies. But if she want to take me like to a chick flick, like let's go see Betty Lane and find out why she's on emotional. This is like, why do I need to go see Girl Interrupted? I want to see Girl Interrupted. A bunch of crazy chicks who don't know how to act. Although Winona Ryder was in it. Big ups to Winona Ryder. Okay, I might see Girl Interrupted. A young Angelina Jolie was in it. I might see it. But still, I don't want all those emotions running. Because, I might feel bad for one of the little white chicks that, knocked themselves off. She jumped off the bridge, man. What? I'll be the only one in there, 6'2", 270, crying like a little bit. The bridge. God, man. Little Jesse, man. God, man, I ain't right. Crying like a little Jesse, oh, God. Oh, God, no. Yeah. Just saying, man, you can't do that in front of your woman. You cry in front of your woman, it has to be like this. So she can still see your strength. You have to cry like this. You gotta flex too when you do it. So she can still see you. Like, oh, he mad. Oh. You might be crying over your hamster, not feeling well. My hamster. I don't know, Red. Red, you got a boyfriend? You got a boyfriend, Red? You got a boyfriend that you love, not that you just picked up, 2 weeks ago, and you're like, oh, we gonna be no, one that like you love. You got a boyfriend? Someone that you've been with for like a year, at least a year. You know what I'm saying? You've been around him for a year. And then one day, his dog stubbed his, oh, you're divorced. Okay. All right, well, just because you're divorced don't mean you ain't got no boyfriend. But okay, you're divorced and you're single. All right? How come I ain't never seen what you look like? Everybody can see what I look like, but nobody... All these women don't want you to see what they look like. It's like there's a whole thing going on around. One girl calls me. She met me a couple days ago on here. Don't want to let me see what she looks like. No, I'm not. No, the conversation is not about what I look like. I'm like, you do know I'm a guy. Like, I want to see who I'm talking to. Well, the conversation she calls now, I don't even answer. She young too. I can't get to see the beauty of it all. I'm good. Talk to you later. I like to look at who I'm talking to. Anyway, so did your man ever cry in front of you when you were married? Did old boy ever cry in front of you? You know what I'm saying? Other than when y'all got married, that's not an excuse. I'm about to make another beat. I know y'all don't like when I make beats, but I don't care. Other than that, other than when y'all got married, because a man can cry when you get married. A woman wants you to cry when you get married. A woman wants you to be all verklempt. Oh, he just cried over me, girlie. He was just all emotional, no. And we made home, and we made love, and we made love all night. And that's the only time y'all made love all night. After y'all got up out that bed the next morning, y'all was just like, oh, damn. Looked at your mate like, oh. What I was drinking? What was I drinking? I was married? Oh, Felger Carb. $5 to whoever knows what Felger Carb came from, where it came from. The word Felger Carb. $5. I'll put it on your chat. You can tell me where the word Felger Carb came from. Most people will be like, I don't know where it came from. Hey, what's going on, Nicole? A voluptuous beauty. No, but good guess. Good guess, but no. Felger Carb did not come from Game of Thrones, but good guess. You saw your ex crying, it wasn't a problem? Okay. Okay. Did you feel closer to him when he cried? Talking about, men crying in front of their, women. I made a video 4 years ago about it, and somebody's just now commenting on it. Now, if I said winter is coming, then you would be correct on Game of Thrones. Or if I said hands of gold are always cold, but a woman's hands are warm, then you would have been correct with Game of Thrones. Okay? You would have been correct. So, but no, Felger Carb is a curse word that comes from the series Battlestar Galactica back in the 80s. Commander Starbuck used to say it all the time. Yes, I'm old. For hands of gold are always cold, but a woman's hands are warm. Well, that's why I said $5. All right, now I can mention some Game of Thrones stuff, but I know you won't get it. If I start mentioning some lines from Game of Thrones, you will not get it. You're just not going to get it. I can tell you that right now. Should have said 50, it wouldn't have mattered. You wouldn't have got it anyway. It could have been 20,000. You wouldn't have got it. Anyway, so does it bring you closer to your spouse if you see your spouse cry in front of you? Nicole, you got a dude. I know he's long distance. Distant lover. You got a distant love going on. You got, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe you don't want people. Well, you did mention it on the mat before, but you got distant love going on. Have you ever seen your man cry in front of you, Nicole? Oh, he's coming tomorrow? Oh. Girl, you better Better watch yourself, girl. Woo-wee! He coming to get them fun bags. I ain't mad. Tell him to get one in for me. Get one in, brother. Get one in for me, brother. Get all of it. And don't you be acting fickle, too, like you don't want to, love on your man. You better love on Lord. You better love on him. Don't be acting like you don't want to give him no love. Because he, all right. Act like, no. Mm-mm. It needs to be hot and ready. Okay. It needs to be hot and ready. Depends according to what he's crying for. Okay, now there you go. There's some parameters set for females. A man can cry only if he's crying about, the last donut in the box. He can cry about the last donut. Oh, how you gonna take the last donut? With the last one. Oh, man can't do that. You out? Hey, Red. I would take the last donut, Red. You know who that was with the sprinkles? Oh, yes. What if your man is a loud crier? What if your man cries real loud? Like the embarrassing loud. What if your man cries like this? He usually cries when I left him. I would cry too, the way you look. You leave me, I'd be all aflutter. I'll be like, when will I see you again? When will we share precious moments? Is this the end or the beginning? Is this the beginning or is this the end? When will I see you again? When will I see you again? My knuckle, will I see you again? Can't do that, can you? Can't sing Diana Rossum. My sweet love. Come on. How much should a man contribute to your bills? He has asked me this yesterday, and I said, if he cried loud, wouldn't bother you. Red, man, you need to start. Man, you need to hang out, Red. I can cry in front of Red and still be a man. I can start crying about anything. Cry about a sad song. Somewhere over the rainbow, somewhere far, somewhere over the rainbow is where you are. Be like, that wasn't the kind of crying I was. You can't cry. You know, with these crying men, babies. Ah, see, Nicole ain't having it. You have a nice smoky voice. If it were food, it would be smoked pork chop. Well, I take it that that's a good thing. Shoot, I used to eat some pork chop, girl. I don't eat that no more, but I know what you're saying. Thank you. Shoot, I got a pork chop voice. That's a good thing. I guess it's a good thing. That's my show Embarrassing himself, not me. Oh, okay. The only times I cry is when I get mad, but I will cry if I see a good movie. If I see a good movie, man, I will drop a tear. I'll be like, and that's all they get. I'll be like, I was messed up. Okay. What's your favorite? Like, what movie ever made you cry? I don't remember what movie ever made me. I remember a lot of movies made me sad, but what movie ever made you like you needed a Kleenex and had to blow your nose like real loud because the movie was it was so bad. Like, can I borrow your shirt, honey? Oh, I get that was it. Oh my goodness. Run, Forrest. Run, Forrest. I don't answer the questions. Oh, my homeboy got a second job. He says he will have say. Oh, okay. What's your number? You need to call me because you got a lot going on. I told you to email me. Email me. You emailed me before, haven't you? Email me again. I don't want to put my number on here because people are really mad at me about nothing. People are a little nuts. Email me your number. I'll give you a call, or you give me a call. And yeah, people are nuts. I'm gonna beat your head in because you said this about Atlanta. I done had my life threatened once or twice because of my videos about Atlanta. I'm like, you people need to go find something to do. I'm just saying, Red. I'm just saying, Red. Red, what movie has ever made you cry? There's a couple for me. Forrest Gump, I think I teared up when Bubba died. That was messed up when Bubba died. I felt bad for Forrest and Bubba. But I didn't feel bad when Jenny died. Screw her. She gonna come to Forrest after she got AIDS. Like Tramp, I never had any love for Jenny. She was a hoe. And Forrest loved a hoe. She was. I was like, dang, Forrest, you need to run from her. Run, Forrest, run from Jenny. But, you know, guys love, you know, we love who we love. I done loved a no good girl before, too. Just a no good girl. Just no good. I loved a girl who was like Jenny. She was. A couple of them, now that I think about it. But when you're sweet, you know, people want to be around you. I was really sweet. I still am. I'm just not sweet to anybody but me. Because I got crushed. I got crushed in half. Cried like a damn child. I cried for years. I was all messed up. Okay. Yeah, I cried for years, man. I was messed up. I kept talking about it with other women. They was just like, you're just all busted up. I was. You know what I'm saying? But I had good reason to cry like that. I had real good reason. It was deep. You know, but it was kind of like a Forrest Gump story, you know? So, except she didn't get sick and die. She just went away. She's still alive. She's not like sick like that. So Forrest Gump, Saving Private Ryan, which are both Tom Hanks movies. When Tom Hanks died, that was sad. What am I eating? Just some noodles. I put a little mozzarella cheese on it, and I have some salad dressing in it, and it's good energy food. It's a study day, but my eyes hurt, so I haven't been able to study real good. Yeah, I mean, it's still deep. Like, I still can't, like, I finally, after years, told her, don't come back to me. Because she would keep coming back to me because she knew I was sweet to her. Birth of a Nation, Titanic. Oh, yeah. Titanic, Black Panther, no. Titanic, yes. Titanic. Players Club, no. Titanic, definitely. Oh. When he sank, when his body just froze and he sank, and her fat ass wouldn't let him get on the rafter with him, I was like, how your big baloney booty won't let him get on that thing is bigger than the dang houseboat. Only thing I liked about the Players Club was what every man liked about the Players Club, which was the light-skinned chick that was in the movie. That was it. Other than that, I can barely remember the Players Club except her beating some chick up. It was a movie about strippers. I'm sorry, I don't have the emotion in that. But the booty looked good. She looked real good. Lisa Ray. That's the only movie she's ever been in that is referenceable to me. Other than that, I want to hear some music. Oh my goodness, the Titanic. Do you guys want to know something about the Titanic? For one, the Titanic, the actual name of the Titanic wasn't the Titanic. The ship was made by a company called White Star Line. Now, if you never heard of White Star Line, it's because they went out of business. But if you ever heard of Marcus Garvey wanted to take all the African Americans and ship them back over to Africa, and he wanted to use what's called the Black Star Line. He got that off of White Star Line. Now, they went out of business because of the Titanic and because they were building huge, huge ships and making all of these claims that just, anything can sink. But they made a couple ships that were huge like the Titanic. See, the Titanic was actually, the name was actually switched with another ship. That ship was in World War II. But it sank. It got sunken by I think the Japanese or something like that. I forgot who sank it. But they sank the ship because it was ferrying and it was carrying military weapons. So that isn't the Titanic isn't the only ship that was that big or the only ship that went down with a bunch of people in it. And that ship was called the almost said the Edmund Fitzgerald, but that wasn't the Edmund Fitzgerald. That went down in the 80s. The Lusitania. What up? What up, man? Was about to make some music. But the Lusitania and the Titanic names were switched around. So the Titanic was actually the Lusitania that was hit by the iceberg. You guys can look it up. But yeah. Say hello to everyone. And then so the guy who ran the company building those ships, he went out of business and he ended up living on an island until the rest of his days. True story. Yeah. Terrible thing because both of his ships went down. And another thing about, and the thing about the Titanic and the Lusitania is both the ship captains looked alike. They looked almost exactly alike. And they both went down with the ship, which I don't know why guys go down with the ship. I'm like, I'm getting off of this. But they went down. And the Titanic actually went down simply because it was trying to cross the waters too fast. And it was all their fault. Yeah, I don't know why they go down with the ship. The captain's going down with the ship. I'm not. Don't let me captain a boat. I'm going to tell this girl I'm live right now because she wants to talk to me about what's going on in Atlanta. I'm not even going to answer. I'll just text her and tell her I'm live. But yeah, so I don't know why they do that, but they do that. But anyway, so you listen to Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey got the idea from White Star Line. No. Captain equals I'm the leader upon the ship. I'm the commanding officer. But when this ship goes down, everybody getting off, including me. Everybody. Okay? Everybody. Now, the thing about the Titanic is 1,500 people died. They could have saved a lot more people, but they didn't want to because they were being pompous and racist. And a lot of people that died were white, but they were they didn't have a lot of money. So they were like all the rich people, and then they were putting the rich people 3 or 4 in a boat to make them comfortable when it could fit 15, 20 people. And also the Titanic sent out a distress that wasn't answered. You know, and they knew it was a distress. It was all like, it was just so much arrogance in the murder of all of those people from all angles. The captain, stupid. The people who owned the company, stupid. The people who were nearby and didn't answer the distress call, stupid. It was all arrogance. It was America first. We want to be the first ones to go from here to here in a certain amount of time. And that's what it was all about. It was all arrogance. It was full steam ahead and all this other goofball stuff. And they killed everyone. Well, they didn't kill everyone, but they killed a lot of people. Yep. And the Lusitania was blown up. So it's even sadder. The story is so much sadder than what is portrayed in Hollywood. It is so much sadness surrounding that ship. Every man for himself, God for himself. Well, I'm not every man for himself. I'm women and children first. I'm about that. I couldn't blame Jack for freezing in the water and his woman living. There's no way my woman would have been in the water with me. I'd have been like, get your big booty up on the plank, and, you know, I'm going to die, and you're going to find somebody else. But you know what I'm saying? But at least you're going to live, so it's okay. You know, the water ain't that bad. It's just below freezing. And, you know, I can't feel my toes, but, you know. I mean, you do got some extra room up here, but, I mean, if I need to stay in the water, I don't know how long I'm going to stay here, but I'm about to float to the bottom of the ocean, but don't pay me no mind. It's about 2 miles down, and I'll be eaten by, you know, all kind of fish before I hit the bottom. But Pishaw, out of here. Men and children first, then the woman, and a few men left to help the women. Well, men, we got our pride. You know, we like to see, nowadays it's not women first anymore because women want to be first in everything. Nowadays women want to be men, so it's just like you know what I'm saying? I'm as strong as you are. I can do whatever you can do. Okay, well then you stay right here while I get on the ship and, you know, You go down with the ship, and I'm gonna go ahead and get on the little boat thing, and then you can freeze in the water and die. And yeah, since you want to be just like me, okay, that's cool. I'll talk to you later, and I'll tell your mom to say hello. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah. I mean, there's not that many. Look, listen, the men's numbers is getting lower and lower according to men to women ratio. This is why you have women hitting on men in groups. You know what I'm saying? I had a group of women hit on me once, more than once, like surrounded me. You think I'm lying, but I'm not. I was afraid. I was afraid. I froze. And they saw it in my face. I was like, 2 I can handle, but 3, I didn't know what to think. I was shook. Saving mankind, men can't die off. Who's going to give us babies? Well, the interesting thing is, if there is no man on the planet, women actually can produce sperm. Women can actually produce sperm. This has happened before. Okay. Yeah, women can actually produce sperm. It just doesn't happen until it's an extreme situation. So that can't happen. But yeah, I'm gonna make some music now. You guys care to listen? That's cool. But we gotta be careful when we cry in front of the people we love. I don't like crying in front of no woman. Just because a woman told me point blank, don't cry in front of me. I loved her too. I did. I loved her little dark skinned, crazy self. I would have married her. She asked me to marry her too. She asked me to marry her when she was like, why didn't we ever get married? I'm like, for one, you're engaged to another man now, and you're going out to dinner with me. And I could have slept with you, like a couple hours ago, but like, this is why, because I know what you really are. And I'm not going to come home and then there's some dude, in my house. I'm going to lose my mind. So, and I told her point blank, I said, because I'd rather be your friend. I said, I'd rather for us to stay friends. And we're not friends. Like, she won't even talk to me now. But we're not enemies. I'll take that, because if I would have married her, we would have been enemies. Because she would have cheated on me. I used to tell her that she's insatiable. She's like, I hate it when you say that. I was like, well, it's not like I'm lying. You are. You can't be satisfied. I can't satisfy you. I'm not going to go to work and come home and there's somebody else been in my bed and I find out about it, because I'm going to hurt you. And I don't want to live that life. I just don't want to. I don't want to be wrapped up like that. I don't want that. People think it's okay to, and it's cool to sneak around and cheat on people and hurt people like that. I don't want to be that guy. Because I put too much into my woman. I put too much into her, thinking behind for her to just go out and just do anything and then come home smelling like she left a brothel. Man. What's she in the news for? Shady McCoy. I remember when LaShawn McCoy he would win a game by himself till he played for the Eagles and he started limping in one of the games. And he just gave up. Yeah, I can't do it, man. Get some music like that. Hey, hey, Andre 3000. Hey, hey, Shady McCoy. He beat up his girl. Well, he's going to get eaten up for that. But I'm not for beating up anyone. But I'm not for all this violence, this domestic violence. But I'm not for no woman putting her hands on me either. Don't you slap me and think you're going to get away with it. Don't do it. I warn you right now, you slap me, you're in for it. Oh, she's a woman. You shouldn't. Well, she shouldn't put her hands on me. Don't touch me. You can be mad all you want to, but do not hit me. I can't. I can't do it. I can't. I can't do it with y'all. I can't. It's okay for a woman because she's a woman. No, if like they did this experiments when this woman and this dude was in the park and she was hitting him and all the people walking by like, ha ha ha, it was cute. I would have called the police on her. I'd have been like, yeah, there's a woman over here assaulting a man. Because the minute he gets up and starts hitting on her, ah! No, you put your hands on him, I'm calling the police on you. And I'm going to testify against you. Yeah, I saw her. She hit him. Mm-hmm. Give her, you know. I saw the whole thing. I saw the whole thing, officer. She put her raggedy hands on him, and he was just standing there and asking her, please don't hit me. And she kept hitting him. Yeah, get her up out of here. Put her in some handcuffs. Put her in the nice tight ones, too. Don't listen to her sobbing and don't look at her tits. No, we're not having none of that. Matter of fact, get a woman to arrest her. Yeah. Yeah, get one of them women to arrest her. I'm not having that. Don't put your hands on nobody. Heck, no, you don't get a pass. A woman can, man, let me tell you something. I know some chicks that will put you down. Okay? I know some strong women. And I don't mean, oh, I'm a woman because I'm strong. I mean, they go to the gym. Like, if this chick hits you with a right, you're out of here. And I know because she hit me before. Hit me, punched me in my stomach. Wow! I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, why Mike Tyson just hit me? Was that Tyson? Sugar honey. I was like, we're not doing this. You're not hitting me. You're not hitting me, love. I'm good. We can argue all night if you want to, as long as you make me pancakes in the morning. Because some of y'all need to argue just to get, y'all think it's sexy. I had a woman hit me because she thought it would make me have sex with her more aggressively. I'm sitting in the living room, mind my business. She just came in with a pillow and then pow! Woo, boy. I snapped out. I looked at her. She tried to run. There was no running. I snatched her little behind up so quick and pinned her to the bed. And I was like, don't you ever hit me again. Ever in your life. Do that again. If you want me to, bang you out, hey, I can do that. But you can just ask for that. You just be like, hey, you know what? You need to just go ahead and, okay, I got you. But don't hit me. I understand without violence. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Because you're going to find yourself in a precarious position and it's not going to be healthy. Yeah. And it makes it so bad. I've had a couple women do that. I've had some terrible experiences with women. I had one woman try to shoot me before. Another woman tried to stab me. Terrible. Oh, she looks bad? Oh, man. Shady is in trouble. Hey, man, remember when Ray Rice hit his girl, knocked her out, clean out, after she attacked him in the elevator, and all the women went off on Ray Rice? I didn't. All I saw is self-defense. Y'all arguing about something. This is your fiance. And she married him after that. All I saw is self-defense. Now, I'm not saying if a woman hits you, you got to beat her down and knock her out. I ain't saying that. He could have probably pushed her, and that would have been sufficient. He's Ray Rice. You know, he's strong. You know, cold cocking her like that. That's what happens when you do something to somebody. You can't expect them to react how you want them to. It just doesn't work like that. Yeah, he did. He got railroaded. He ended up playing for Pittsburgh. If you feel you have to beat them, leave them. Yeah. Yeah, like it's crazy. That's why you're single. And so feeling like I want to kill you. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm not with all that because I've had some women push me to the limit, the very limit of my existence. Listen, I had one chick push me to the point where the word God literally told me, you need to leave her. And I know it was the Lord talking to me. I know it. I know it. With every fiber of my being, I know the Lord was talking to me. And he kept telling me to leave. And I didn't want to leave because there were too many benefits of staying there. But he knew what she was doing behind my back. He knew what she was doing. And then, you know, it just, once I started really seeing what was going on, I reached a boiling point. And she was lying to me. I reached a boiling point, and that was it. That was it. That was so close. I just thank God for loving me on that day particularly because I was this close to losing everything that I had, like my sanity, my life, everything. I was so close to just going over the edge. And I was almost completely blacked out. And I was talking to God the whole time, like, Lord, like, please let me. He's just like, no, just leave. He's like, just get out. And so finally I did. I just got all my stuff. Yeah. And I just got all my stuff. And she saw the finality in my face. Because I couldn't take it anymore. And she just kept pushing me to the limit. And finally, I was almost gone. I'm telling you, it was an act of God that woman is not 6 feet under and I'm not doing life. And that was it. It was just an act of God. And I was like, okay, fine. One day I just heard God say it and I agreed. I was like, all right, I'm leaving. And I left. I never returned. I left. It was it. I told her, don't come around me. Don't nothing. It was it. She tried to stop me from leaving. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. It took everything in my strength for me to get up out of there and not retaliate on what was happening to me. But I said, you know what? This is all my fault. And that's where it all leveled out. I looked at the whole thing and said, this is your fault, Toe. And I left. She tried to stand in front of the door like, don't leave me. I'm like, I can't do it. I left. I never returned. How was that? She ended up marrying some guy who looked like me. She got cancer now. But that was terrible what she was doing, and she thought it was cute. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna tell you something, Red. It wasn't worth it. But what was in my heart and soul to just to get that out, oh my goodness, I would have had a party. Like I would have had a field day because I knew I'd be like, oh, I'm going to prison for a long time. And I'm going to make sure it's worth every second of it. Like that, what was it? Like that was in my head. Like you know what? I'm going. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. But the Lord doesn't want me to be there. So he was like, no, leave. So I first started separating myself from her by sleeping in another room. I wouldn't sleep in her bed. But she would come into that room. I mean, it was her house. She would come into that room and still try to get my attention and, you know, have sex with me and stuff. And I told her, I said, you crossed the line. You know you did. You've been doing it for a long time. But you really crossed the line. And I can't do it no more. And, you know, when she just saw the emptiness, the empty spirit in my eyes, she knew it was it. She knew it. I started writing sad songs about her and everything. She knew that was it. She's like, he is leaving. Like, yeah, there's no benefit from me being here anymore. We knew each other for a long time. But I didn't want to destroy a human being. That was all the devil. And, you know, and that's why I said it was my fault, because I was living in sin. I was doing wrong in the eyes of the Lord. And I paid for it. You know, she was what she was doing was she was doing what people who live like her do. You know, and I wasn't supposed to be doing that. So I can't blame somebody for what they're doing and expecting them to change because of me. You know, I wasn't innocent. And I had to look back on it like, Tony, you wasn't innocent. You was living wrong. And you got stepped on. And that's what happens with people like that. And when you're acting what you shouldn't have been acting, that's your fault. You stepped into somebody else's world. And you got crushed. So buck up, bucko, get up out of there and go live the way you're supposed to be. And that's what I did. That's what I did. I cut it out. You know, the list of women that was calling me, stopped calling me, I stopped calling them. And there was just silence in my house. That was it. I stopped chasing them. That's it. You know, I spent a lot of time by myself, but I'm not living a foul life. I was living wrong. I was doing what I wasn't supposed to do. A lot of times we in situations, we don't want to blame ourselves, but I literally had to look in the mirror and tell myself it was my fault. And that's when I started to heal. It took me a long time. Like I can still feel the pain from that situation, but I had to take control of some healing or else I would still be bitter. I don't want to be bitter. I was like, this is your fault. You need to look at what you did wrong and stop looking at what everybody else did wrong to you. And I just I wasn't in prison. I removed myself from that situation. And I got the hell out of here because it was so close. No, I don't want to live that way no more. Yeah, they'll troll you. Oh, she came after me. She was like, I'm going to stalk you. But you know what she wanted? It was, you know, I'm going to tell you what she wanted. All the guys she was messing with, a lot of them I knew. And we didn't like each other. None of us liked each other. Now, what she wanted was she wanted me to stay with her. She didn't ask me to go to work. She didn't ask me to make money. She didn't ask me to do anything. But she wanted me to stay there. It was like I would have been a trophy husband. But she wanted a stable, warm body in her bed that she knew, but she wanted to sleep with any and everyone else. That's what she wanted. Stay here. I'll feed you. I'll give you money. I'll sleep with you. Everything. She didn't ask me for a dime. Never. We go somewhere, she would drive. Never asked me for a dime. But she wanted my company. She wanted to wake up and see me there. It's what she wanted. I was like, all of these people that you're messing around with, you can have them. I'm out. I got the hell out of there. Because I was going to seriously hurt somebody. I just didn't want to live that way. You let Judge No Love Don't Hurt. He broke down. Huh. Got him for terroristic threats. Yeah, that'll put you in jail for a minute. Yep. I went off on her. She called me and said she's going to stalk me. I went off. And then her mom heard what I did, and it just went from there. You know, her mom heard the voicemails. But I was mad. You know, plus you said you're going to stalk me, and I know one of the guys you mess with carries a gun. So I was thinking both of them was going to come over there, and I was like, what? I was afraid. So I reacted. But I never saw her again, like face to face. I always saw her in passing. I never looked for her. I never went to her house. Had no interest. None. That was it. Like, I never wanted to feel those spirits again. It was just bad. Like, I couldn't even be around her without those voices. Just, whew, I don't ever want to do that. And now I'm too old for any of that. Back hurts every day. Like, I can't get into somebody for another 10 years and then they walk off. I'd rather us just be friends. We can be friends. Just be friends. I'd rather be friends with you. We don't need to be enemies. We don't need to do any of that. Let's just... Let's just be cool, man. Can we do that? People don't want to be cool anymore. Everybody needs to jump in the bed and everybody needs to do all that, bopping around. I don't need to do none of that. I just need some elbow every now and then. I just need a little bit of elbow. Yeah, I can't be her friend either. I can't be her friend. I can't. I prayed for her, though. I still do every now and then because she got cancer. But I don't want to see her or be around her or nothing like that because I want to keep my sanity. She can't even apologize to me and I'm good. Like, no, you did it on purpose and you kept doing it. Even though you knew it hurt me, you damaged me and you got off doing it. And that's what she wanted. She wanted to keep getting off doing it. Like, not to mention, I woke up one day and moved the pillow and there was a knife up under the bed. So it was about to get real bad. It was about to get bad. It's about to get bad. It's about to get bad. I was like, nah, not today, Chief. You gotta remember who you belong to. But if you want to live in a secular world and act, and run around with those people, they're going to do you. They're going to hurt you. And it's going to be all your fault. It may look good, but it might not be good for you. And I've been through that one time too many. Oh, it looked good. But it wasn't good for me. I wanted it. I'm like, please let me have it. I begged for it. Then I asked the Lord for it. I'm like, Lord, can I have it? He said, absolutely not. But a hard head makes a hard head. Later, Red. Yep, some rather, yeah. All right, automatic. Talk to you later. Yeah. Some people would rather see you, in the ground than let somebody else be with you. I'd rather see you. I want to see you happy. I want you to be happy. I like it when somebody else, I'm like, look, it used to bother me like, oh, they're happy and I'm still salty. But I'm like, look, as long as they ain't thinking about doing something bad to me, I'm okay. Yeah, are you happy? Are you happy? Wow. I just want you to be happy, baby. And leave me the hell alone. Okay, I'm gonna put some music to this. That's hard. Everybody's leaving. Okay, talk to you guys later. But I'm gonna still make some music, and I'm still gonna be live. So if you want to listen, you can listen. This needs Red Red to sing on it. Can you sing, Red? I need something like a... Red, can you sing? The scale is wrong. Look at me messing up on the scale. Up on the scale. Oh, the scale switches on the way up. Nice power. That's an easy chord, isn't it? That's an easy chord. That's a little difficult. Let's make it warm it up. Get that warm. That's an F6. All right, so it's on the F key. So this is an F major 3. That's actually E5, but it turns into an F when you use these low notes. Can't find them. Stretch this out because I want the bass to be more than 4 bars. I wanted to just do natural stuff. With a little bit. You guys enjoying this so far? Take care. Oh, he been gone. Okay. Can't keep up with you guys sometime. Trying to see what's out here. Oh, there's a bell I wanted to use. I gotta find it. I think it's this one. Fruit at Chick-fil-A. You guys like that? don't know how I would use it in here. I really like it though. There it is. You guys enjoy the music? I don't know if you are or not. I know that you're still here. Here's a beat that I made earlier today. Pretty cold, isn't it? Something to just chill to. I ain't even put no like no regular hi-hats or no regular no bat. I like it the way it is without it. I like it rocking. Trying to see which one works better. Oh, that's one. all it needs is a voice. It needs like somebody talking on it. It needs a voice. That's the. That's what it needs is a voice. Boom. Needs a voice. Y'all like it? Y'all don't like it? I don't know. Nobody's saying anything, but I like it. It's a nice little hip hop groove. Nice little hip hop groove. How about something a little faster? With the piano lead? No? Okay. Okay, so how about, all right. Because I like the hip hop, but let's do. I can do stuff like that. Be real fast. Y'all into stuff like that. And make this harder. You guys like this 808 trap music, though. I don't really like it. You guys like this old trap. Oh, this is irritating. Go to minor up. This is wrong. Okay, I'm start all over. Start with the lead first. What's going on, Brittany? Yeah. Oh. Almost. It's just too ugly. Oh my goodness. I told you I suck at trap music. What's going on, Brittany? I suck at this. Suck at trap music, so I'm not making any. Panic, 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 panic. Use this as a a bit. Look at that. That's hip hop. sound effects. Some ice on there. Sounds spooky. Let's see what else I got. How you doing? You all right? can't add that yet. Until I had something. Gotta have some sense. Speak on. Wonder what that sound like with a 808 in it. Try this out. Sound like a Pharrell beat. That's hard. You like that beat? Yeah. It's Brittany Taylor on it. Somehow you feel, Brittany, when I'm in Atlanta, when I'm not from here, I'm in the Atlanta, the time of the day, okay. All right. Okay. got some papers to write. I'm Mr. T. It's a You're joking, right?